Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're taking a look at Sucuri. This is a complete website security service that allows you to clean and protect your website. So I'm going to be going ahead and giving you a demo of Sucuri, but on top of that, also giving you a real review based on a personal friend of mine's story by the name of Michael. He runs a couple of websites, and I think his story more than ever kind of encapsulates what Sucuri offers. So he was actually running his website based off of WordPress. He had an outdated theme and essentially was attacked by malware and blacklisted because of it. And since his advertising ran through that site, he lost income for the 10 days that the website was down. However, in this case, using Sucuri, he was able to solve all his problems, get his site back online, and protect it going forward. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual system that is Sucuri. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And I'll be taken to the dashboard. So once you sign up, you'll have your dashboard presented to you here. And what's the real key things about the dashboard? Of course, you have your monitoring overview. So this will show your websites all listed right here. And you can see if there's any security warnings, if the site is clean. I'll show you the latest check, as well as other things like sites monitored, blacklisted, with warnings, or sites on the server side. Now, this is the main website monitoring tab. This is the default tab that you'll always be taken into. Next up is your cloud proxy website firewall. So this will show your websites again and whether or not it is activated with that firewall. You'll see the hosting addresses as well as a cloud proxy coverage where you can go ahead and see the audit trails, reports, even change the settings. So if you want to see reports on a certain website, you would simply click that and I'll go ahead and show you all of those statistics there easily here. Now under that you have website backups, which is a really great thing to have. You can go ahead and implement this as an add-on. It's always great to have extra copies of your website in case anything gets corrupted or if there is any reason that something goes wrong, you have ability to go back and roll to a certain point in time. Now you have your customer support tab, which will allow you to go ahead and see support home so you can get help using Sucuri. So you have the ability to go ahead and create tickets here, as you can see, to easily contact the team. However, another great thing about it is you have the ability to go ahead and use a malware removal request, which is a really big feature and something to keep in mind. So you can go ahead and locate an infected site and then go ahead and choose it here, select the issue that you're having, choose your connection type, and then fill out other details here so that they can go ahead and create the ticket and then go ahead and start cleaning up the malware removal process. So this is something you have to do manually, but this is something that's definitely worth doing and really helps in terms of getting it out there and having Sucuri prioritize your website so that they can go ahead and take care of that malware if your site is ever infected. Now going back, you have other tabs here. Of course, you have your account management tab for billing and updates and cancellations, and then you have, last but not least, your documentation tab where you can see things like your frequently asked questions as well as API documentation. Now, when it comes to Sucuri, there are two main paid services. First is the Sucuri website Antivirus, and second is that Sucuri cloud proxy firewall that we took a look at. Now, like I mentioned, the cloud proxy firewall right here in the second tab, this is a cloud-based protective layer. Basically, it protects your websites from attacks such as like DDoS attacks, so denial of service attacks, brute force attacks, malicious bots, SQL injections, so on and so forth. This is kind of the first layer of defense in a sense. In addition to that, it can improve your website performance overall because it speeds up the caching and can help with your CDN, which is included all within the firewall. So for example, if we took a look at my friend's site here on a site like GT Metrics, we can take a look at his buys this site. Go ahead and click on it and we'll analyze it and you'll see the score will be determined here. And you can see his site ranks in the performance as far as page speed goes in the A and B category, which is really good. And prior to this, before Sucuri, he was scoring around a D and C level. So again, it really helps improving overall performance on top of protecting the site. So that's just an added bonus, really. And second is that antivirus component that we talked about, a complete security service to clean and fix whether you have a hacked website, malware, phishing, if you have blacklisting on your site, malicious redirects, and many other issues that your users and visitors can incur. Again, when it comes to this malware removal request, it's important to note that you do have to go through and manually submit this claim. Because if your website's already blacklisted, hacked, infected, or what have you, then you're going to go ahead and need to submit this claim manually. However, keep in mind this will open the ticket with them, and this will give them the FTP access, but your credentials are completely safe and it's done automatically. So when it comes to this, again, the website antivirus also includes the cloud firewall that we talked about previously. But so basically it comes down, I should say, to if you want the cloud firewall just for protection and prevention, then you can get that. However, if your website, again, has been hacked or infected for whatever reason, then you're going to need to purchase the website antivirus. And the great thing about this is you don't need to install any of these. Like, you don't need to install any of these services on your site. You can just simply sign up, and it's really easy to use. If you go to the sign up process, you'll notice here that you have a couple plans to choose from: Basic, Pro, and Business. So those are the 3 plans. And to break it down, if your website has custom SSL or certificates, then you're going to need to go with a Pro or Business plan. Otherwise, the basic plan for you should be more than just more than enough in terms of features. Now, one website antivirus license it goes for a per website basis, and if you have 2 different sites or subdomains, then you're going to need an additional license on top of that. So that's something to keep in mind. However, one license can protect all subdirectories at the root of your site. So, for example, if you have site.com/1, site.com/2, or site.com/about, whatever subdirectories you have, that will be included within a license. It's only if you have a separate domain, then you're going to need that second license, of course. Now, the cost of antivirus starts at $200 a year for 1 year of monitoring, detection, protection, and cleaning services, which, if you break that down, it's about $17 a month. So it is pretty cheap and will improve, again, not just your security overall, but your speed and performance. Will enhance your site. Your purchase is always protected by your 30-day money-back guarantee. So if Sucuri cannot clean, detect, or remove malware, then you get your money back, which is always a great thing. And really, when it comes down to that, you can't really put a price on security, I like to think. So if you're under attack, or if you want to prevent that and protect yourself from future attacks, then this is definitely something to check out. Click on the link down below to get Sucuri website antivirus and try the Sucuri site check. It's really easy. It'll scan your website from blacklist and malware for free completely. And you can, read the complete review of Sucuri down below in the links. Thanks for watching.